Hello folks, Junkie Rock 13. Everything vaping related, it's Junkie Rock 13. My real name is Ross Sanders. I'm here today doing a review. I don't want to call it a review. It's not a review. It is a tutorial on how to properly oxidize, roll, and prepare your stainless steel mesh and make it into a wick for your Genesis atomizer. Now there are a lot of Genesis Style Atomizers coming out now that China has been mass producing them. We got the DID clone, we have another one that's coming out that's sort of like the DID standard, the AGA I think it's called. Plus, not to mention all the quality, American made, and some of the European ones. I have one right here. It's the Orion Hybrid. I'll be doing a review on that pretty shortly. I've had that for a couple months and still haven't done a review on it. But I'm gonna do this video for people to just look at to see how to prepare the mesh, get it ready, oxidize it, and have them ready to go in the device. So I'm not going to show you how to wrap a coil on this. It's just taking care of the mesh, rolling the wick, and oxidizing. So the rest of my videos that I'm going to be doing for the Genesis Style Atomizers, I'm going to relate everybody back to this video so I can save some time on my videos and I don't have to do this every time I do a video on the Genesis Atomizer. So let's jump right into it and roll a wick and oxidize it. Let's get going. Alrighty folks, so here is the close-up of making a piece of stainless steel mesh. It's kind of like flimsy stainless steel. It's kind of a little bit like a metal paper, almost a little bit thicker than a paper. But this is a piece of 35 millimeters by 45 millimeters, piece of 400 mesh, stainless steel mesh, and I'm going to roll this and oxidize it into a wick. What you're going to need is a butane torch. Some people have used propane torches. I have used propane torches, but in a pinch you can, but butane torches are suggested. I've actually had a couple videos with propane torches. A glass of water. I like using a straightened out paper clip and keeping a pair of needle nose pliers handy, and also a pair of scissors. So we're going to take the piece of mesh, and this is just my method. There are other people that do it a different way. This way works for me. So you may find another video with people doing it a different way. What I like to do in the beginning is taking just a very small piece and just folding it over. Okay, and taking your fingernail and flattening that right out. So what you got, okay, just that little piece folded over. Now that end, we're going to use that almost like if it was gum on a cigarette rolling paper, that little folded over area, because what I want is a nice flat edge for when the wire is going to be touching up against it, because sometimes these little pieces of stainless steel fray out and I like having a nice flat edge on the outside. So now I'm going to take my paper clip. I like just putting it in the middle, folding it over like halfway, and then just rolling it right down till the paper clip comes right out. Okay? When the paper clip comes out, it's all ready to roll. It actually starts rolling up on its own. Now you can leave the paper clip in, or you could take it out. I will show you how it is with it in there. Okay, now with this in there, you just want to roll this up as tight as you possibly can. I actually cut the hell out of my hand today. Okay. And just roll that right up. Okay, so there you go. Alright, now what I like to do is we're going to bring in the torch and the water. I'm going to start this up and put that on. And what I'm going to do is just put it in the flame right at the end of that blue flame right there. Get it nice and red. Spin it while I'm doing it, so it gets really nice and red. I'm going to work halfway, and then I'm going to dip it in the water. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take it, shake off the little excess water, and without a paper towel handy, you can just throw it right back in there, and the torch will sear off all the water that's on there. Sizzle off all the water, I should say. It'll dry it right out. Get it nice and red. You can see that little fray off there. Put it in the water. Okay. Shake off the end. Now we're going to do the other end. Shake off the water and put in the other end. Now we're going to be doing this process 3 times. So the whole wick is going to be heat and quenched with the water 3 times total. Okay. Shake off the water and put in the other side. Nice and red. Oh. Okay. I think I did it 3 times total, but I am just going to dry it off now. Some people do it, oops. Okay. Sometimes when this gets too hot, it has a hard time. I'm just going to dry it off. And in the same token, I'm heating it back up. You can do this 3, 4, sometimes even 5 times if you feel like it. After the first 2 times, I think it is pretty good, but I like doing it 3 times. And I'll just try out this end over here. Okay, I'm going to take that and put it off to the side in the water also. Okay, so there is a heat and quenched stainless steel wick. Now, the process that I do is I'm going to set this down, grab a bottle of juice, and show you one more step. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just take a little juice you can use PG, VG, whatever kind of juice you're using. Now this is when I use the needle nose pliers. I just hold the little end right there. Wow. Alright, let me take off the base. And am I out of fuel? There we go. With the juice on there, it's going to cause it to ignite. So be careful and let the flame go out. What that does is just burns a nice little coating of juice throughout the wick. I'm going to take some more juice. Ignite it, and I do this process 3 times. Make sure it's out. Flip it one more time. Whoops. Let me put that off to the side. Okay. Now this little end that didn't get the juice, I'm just going to cut off right there at an angle. Oops. And I'm going to use that as the bottom of my wick that will be pushed down into the device. Okay, so there is a nicely oxidized wick. Okay, and that's the color that you usually get, darker blackish color, and a nice layer of carbon over this stainless steel so it won't short out. So that's what I have, folks, to make a stainless steel wick. I want you to see a better close-up. There we go. And that's all I have, folks. So keep on vaping and keep watching my videos.